We're back with Seattle Real Estate Radio with your hosts, Christian Nossum and Dan Keller.
All right. Hey, we are back in action. I'm not going to remind you that it's Monday or that it's 3:23.
It's 3:13, 14, 15.
I've listened back to our shows, and I'm like, why do we say, hey, welcome back, and say, hey, welcome back to Seattle Real Estate? You know it's Seattle Real Estate Radio, right? Anyways.
I don't know. I think that we're supposed to.
Okay, welcome back.
Some FCC requirements that we're supposed to.
If you forgot that you're listening to Seattle Real Estate Radio, we're back, and we're excited. And by the way, it is Monday.
And it is still Monday.
It is.
As much as you might not want it to be, it is still Monday.
Well, the great thing is we have a phenomenal guest.
Yeah, so hopefully this will eat up some of your Monday afternoon so that you can be done with work sooner.
Yes.
So, yeah. So anyways, today we got Maggie May on the show, and she is the owner of BuildMyTribes.com, which helps people take care of that pesky lead generation and lead conversion problem that pretty much every business has. If you don't have leads, you don't make money.
Yeah.
But it's annoying to do that. So what she does is, well, maybe I'll let her explain that.
Yeah. First off, I love the name of your business, Build My Tribes, because that's essentially, at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want a tribe. You want people that follow you.
Why don't you explain what a tribe is real quick, Dan?
A tribe?
Yeah.
Well, a tribe. So I've read a lot of marketing books. I think
Seth Godin.
Here's my Seth Godin. Yeah. I think a tribe are people that follow you. I think that they are interested in what you're doing, but you've earned the right to essentially be a leader in that community. So my whole goal is to build a tribe of people that want to,
know us, like us, want to do business with us, and listen to us.
Exactly. Yep.
Maggie, would you say that's a good definition of a tribe?
Yes, that's a fantastic definition of a tribe.
Yay.
I love it.
We win. Gold star.
Gold star, man.
Woo-hoo.
Well, anyways, I love the name of your business. I had to tell you that right away.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us about your business, what it does, how it works, all that fun stuff, just so people have a general overview of what the heck we're talking about here.
Perfect. So BuildMyTribes.com is actually a lead capturing platform.
Cool.
And what it is it marries opt-in forms, which would be when you see something online and you click on it and it says, hey, put your name and email in to get this free ebook. So that would be an opt-in page, and email marketing together. And so that's how you can start growing and collecting and nurturing a list of people that are interested in your services.
That makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's huge. As a small business owner, if you don't have a list, you don't have clients.
Yeah.
And if you're not marketing right, you don't have clients.
And it doesn't matter what kind of business you are. Even if you have just a brick and mortar, like Sip and Ship, who was our guest last week, they have a very huge community aspect, and I'm sure they probably are doing this, have some sort of a email marketing list that they can say, hey, this month, this is our special, or don't forget, it's Valentine's Day, or whatever their thing is. They can relate to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the email lists decay by about 25% every year. So growing it and continuing to grow it is super, super important.
Cool. So tell me about some of the small businesses that you help out.
Sure. I help a lot of mortgage people and a lot of real estate agents. I also have a magician on the East Coast who does kids' birthday parties, and he's an electrician by trade and really wants to quit. He wants to double his magician business, and so we're helping him do that. I also have a life coach. I'm speaking with a group of coaches next month. Also have a couple people who are doing some MLM type. They're selling like a weight loss product. So really just run the gamut. Tribes will work for any business that needs leads, that is wanting to get into conversations with more prospects.
I think that's huge, Christian. We spend a lot of time having some technical difficulties with my audio. It's just buzzing in my ear. We spend a lot of time, obviously, online, and more specifically online on social media. And I'm seeing a lot of, and I don't want to stereotype this, but for example, a lot of stay-at-home moms start, they're raising kids, but they're multi-level, whether it be the body wrap or whether it be whatever it may be, nutritional products, personal trainers. I mean, I came from the personal training industry, and I work out and I go to the gym every day, and I'm like, dude, I've seen you sit around for 2 hours not training clients. That means you're not getting paid.
Exactly.
And I think this is huge. I think this is understanding, okay, you can sell body wraps and go into multi-level marketing, but you're not going to make any money until you get people that actually want to learn more about, be intriguing enough for them to contact you to learn more about your services.
Yeah.
So
rather than bugging all your Facebook friends that don't care,
do it right.
You got to go to the people that actually do care.
Yeah.
The difference about having an opt-in strategy versus just posting on Facebook is that Facebook, Instagram, all these places are really, really noisy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And email is still the number one driver of sales. And so how do you get people off of Facebook and into email or into their inbox? You want to do that because if you post something on Facebook, it just kind of goes into like wherever it goes, and people are scrolling. And have you ever tried to like find a Facebook post that you really liked and you can't find it? So email, you have to kill it if you want it out of your inbox, right?
Exactly.
So
It's
even if somebody never opens your email, they're still going to see your name and the subject line, and they have to actually it requires action. And so it's just a deeper level of engagement with your prospects. And so that's why you want to be continually building an email list.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think it's something that when I first started in the mortgage industry, I had the president of our bank say that, you didn't mention anything about email lists. You didn't mention anything, but he said, when you close your first 350 clients, you then can start drawing on that database for more business, which at the end of the day, that's a list. So you've got to build that list. And I think it's so important. You and I, we do it every single day. We meet people all the time. People call you all the time, Christian, from maybe because you have fantastic Yelp reviews or they found you online or whatever. And they don't want to buy on the spot or put an offer on a house on the spot. And a typical business owner might take that call, have that conversation,
never talk to them again.
And never talk to them again.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of taking that phone number, getting their email address.
And then at that point, you just remind them about yourself. You're not bugging them. You're not annoying them.
Yeah, you're just reminding them. And you have the opportunity to have a 99.9% delivery rate when you send email versus like Facebook's algorithms changing all the time. Your organic posts, especially from your business page, is only reaching like 5% at the max of your actual audience. I've done work for a page that had 10,000 people that liked it, and the average post got like 1,000 reach because the algorithms are based on engagement, but email is like someone has asked you. So what Tribes does is help make it easy for you to build the email list, because everybody knows that they should be building an email list, or at least hopefully you're convinced by now. But it's hard to build one. And in the past, you would have to hire a tech guy to build your landing page for you, wire it to your email provider, maybe a graphic designer, all these things. And inside of Tribes, you can do everything all together.
Wow. So you can build, so you have, I'm just guessing. So I'm guessing that there is a bunch of templates for opt-in forms that are already created. You just kind of choose which one, or I would choose which one I want to use for my specific purpose.
Exactly.
And then someone enters their info. That goes into a database that is also within Build My Tribes. Which then automatically puts them in the database that I want them to be in, their list, not database, but list, or whatever you want to call it.
They become a tribe member.
Exactly. And then if I wanted to reach that person with email, it would already be in the list, and it's pretty simple for me to compose a message and push send, and it goes right to them.
Exactly. And
so it's that easy.
It is really that easy.
All right.
So there's
that's pretty. I just basically described what I would want.
It's really, really easy. And there's one other part that's really important about opting in, and it is thank you pages. And it's the one thing that most people ignore. So if you're on board with the strategy of people are coming to a page and we want them to take a desired action, which is we want them to enter our database. And it's a walled garden, right? They cannot go any further until they give us their info. Then on the thank you page, you as a business owner have an opportunity to engage with them further. So the way that I like to think about this is it's like trying to meet someone in a bar, right? So first you would make eye contact with them, and then maybe they would approach you and then try to buy you a drink. And when they buy a drink, now they have an opportunity to have a conversation with you.
Exactly.
Same thing with landing page opt-in. Okay, so they see your ad, that's eye contact. They click it, that's the approach. They opt in, that's the drink. And then on the thank you page, you have the opportunity to send them on to the next action or introduce to them to more about your services. And we're finding that 50% of the people that are opting in are clicking onto fill out a mortgage application, inquire about a CMA as an agent, shop products on their website.
Learn about my magician birthday party skills.
Exactly. Yeah, so book a consultation, right? Whatever in your mind your next step would be, that's what we want to put on the thank you page.
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw on your website that you have a testimonial from a guy that gives guitar lessons. I mean, it's just as simple as that. It doesn't matter what you're selling, but what we're hearing you talk about a lot about is obviously the email list. So that's super important. But what I think is important to get them there is the sales funnel in doing so. So do you manage everything from the top, from the ad to whether it's a picture, whatever it may be in the ad, to the copyright, the dialogue? Do you tell me more about that?
Yeah, okay. We definitely do that. So we help all of our customers usually what will happen is I will do their ads for them. I'll send them 6 or 8 variations and say, what do you think? Do you like these? Should we proceed? They say yes. We do a discovery session to help them figure out who their target buyer is. So inside of Facebook, we're doing paid Facebook advertising for this. So inside of Facebook, there's all these amazing demographics. So
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You can find people who are just homeowners. Yeah. You can find people who make a certain amount of money per year. Like, let's say that you're really sick and tired of tire kickers who don't have any money. Just eliminate all those people and only target people that make over $100,000 a year, whatever that might be for you. So we do a discovery session to decide all those parameters, and then we set up multiple ads at the same time, and they're off to a race. And whichever ones do better are the ones we keep. The ones that do poorly, we trim those off, and your budget is reallocated to the ones that do great. And we're not talking huge budgets here. We're talking like $10 a day. You can easily generate 1 to 3 leads a day.
Wow.
So for most businesses, that would make a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's the thing. I think we need to hire her for our beers and home buying class. Not that we need more. I mean, we're about half full right now. So, to test it, see how many come in from Facebook.
That's a good point.
Well, this show today is going to have the most traffic of all of your shows because I'm advertising it.
Oh, I love it.
So this will prove it. You guys go look at your analytics and be like, wow, look at all these listeners.
Blew up.
Yeah.
She knows what she's talking about.
Proof's in the pudding. Well, in that case, let's start talking about our home buyer class.
Beersandhomebuying.com.
No.
All right, but we got to take a break real quick. We're going to come back more and get some more info from Maggie May. So stay tuned to Seattle Real Estate Radio here on 1300 AM.
Time for more Seattle Real Estate Radio with your hosts, Christian Nossum and Dan Keller.
Hello and welcome back to Seattle Real Estate Radio on KKOL 1300 AM. We are back with Maggie May of BuildMyTribes.com. And Maggie, thank you very much again for being here. That first segment was awesome.
Thank you so much.
I learned some, and I actually knew some of this stuff already.
Yeah.
But I even got some takeaways.
Well, it's something that you and I are pretty passionate about, and we know a fair amount. I mean, obviously,
we're not
she's the
an
pro.
expert, but
yeah.
No, you guys are rocking it. I stalk you. Yeah, I'm part of your tribe. Even though I'm not opted in, I'm part of your tribe. Yeah.
You're virtually stalking us.
I am, yeah.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. What would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, how we doing?
I think you're doing great, actually. I was on your website, and I thought your process of how to sell your home was amazing.
Huge. Yeah.
And I was like, I want this.
Yep.
I want to download this.
Yep.
How can I? Oh, I can't.
All right. I got some work to do.
I want to have this and save it, so I know.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, exactly.
You do a good job with that, and you've actually done such a great job with identifying the process that you've broken it down and put it on a magnet.
Yeah.
And you hand that out. And I know we handed it out at the homebuyer class and everything. So
that's great. That's really great.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude. Yeah.
Yay. Day for me.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, this is such a big message for a small business owner. I don't care what you're selling. I mean, geez, guitar lessons to mortgages to real estate to anything, architects, lawyers, doctors. Here's the thing that I wanted to bring this up because I've got a friend and a family member, to be honest with you, that are physicians. I know they both went to very credible medical institutions. They put in the work, and they're not making a lot of money. So, the thing is, and that just reminds me that you could be a phenomenal physician.
Yep.
You could be a phenomenal real estate professional. Whatever professional. But if you're not getting your message out to the marketplace and then bringing value to the marketplace, nobody's going to know about you.
Yeah.
And you're going to go broke.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is another reason why we have Maggie here today, so that our listeners can better understand, whether you're self-employed, whether you are a W-2 wage earner and work for a corporation, hey, you may want to do something on the side someday, or you may have a husband or a wife or brother or sister, son or daughter. We want to connect you to Maggie.
Yeah.
So she can help your business.
I mean, you made a good point. Maybe your kid is really into doing their own thing, doing some sort of business, which a lot of kids are these days. It's crazy.
I know a marketer whose daughter is selling soap. Like, she was like, I just love to make soap and I want to sell soap. And he's like, dude, Facebook, done.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
whatever, Etsy, or if you...
Etsy,
those farmers market
I was
stuff,
just going to bring that up. Huge, emergence of these little Etsy shops popping up.
Yeah.
I mean, they're selling their stuff for peanuts too. So
I know.
They need
drive
traffic.
more traffic. Blow it up.
They need a tribe.
Yeah.
They need a
And
tribe.
there's people who are crazy passionate about their stuff.
Exactly.
You, as a business owner, if you're listening right now, you have people who are crazy passionate about your stuff. Yeah.
It's just getting them to know you, love you, and promote you.
Yeah. So the average listener is not going to understand some of the things that we're talking about, like opt-in rates and opt-in forms.
Well, we're going
we're going fast.
Next level on this interview right now. Well, the first portion was kind of like 101.
101
Next
overview.
one's going to be a little more in depth. So
before we move on, though, explain again what opt-in means.
Yeah, no problem. So opt-in is when someone requests more information from you or an item from you. So you have seen things online where you put your name and your email in a form and you hit submit. That's called an opt-in. So that's how you can grow your email database, is by giving someone the opportunity to put their name and their email in, giving them the opportunity to opt in. Most of us aren't developers, so we don't know how to make opt-in forms or landing pages.
Yep. And there's lots of websites out there that you can pay for and get all this stuff done. But I know for a fact, because I've done them.
Yes.
One, they're annoying. Two, they make it a little harder than it really should be.
Yeah.
Three, you got to try and marry leadpages.com and MailChimp and all these different services together, and you got to get their API code and paste it into this one and that one, and it's annoying. And if any of them change anything, then the whole thing gets messed up. And it's
So speaking of change, if you're listening right now in your car or on iHeart, don't change the station because of what Christian just talked about. Because what you API and code MailChimp, somebody listening right now, I guarantee is going,
what the heck?
Did he just say MailChimp?
Yeah. My point is,
it's
Build My Tribes puts all that under one roof, so you don't have to do any of that stuff.
Does it for you.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, simple. We want to keep it simple. And my co-founder is amazing at keeping everything simple. And trust me, I have tried to make this platform a lot more complicated than it should be.
Yeah. So here's the thing. When
He won't let me.
If I could go back and redo what I did in my mortgage business, I would go back to 2008 and I would have hired somebody like you. I hired a consultant. He did a great job kind of teaching me how to blog, teaching me how to get online, but did not teach me the funnel.
Yep.
Which is essentially what you're talking about.
Yep.
So let's I did it all myself, and that's actually why I can kind of talk your language, because I've done it. I've probably done it wrong. I think we're doing it a little better or more accurately now. But let's talk about this, because at the end of the funnel is lead conversion. At the end of the day, you've brought your product to the marketplace, and somebody now hands you money for your product. So we've got a funnel.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. We've got let's say a florist, for example.
Perfect.
Love flowers. Have always loved flowers, and they want to start a floral company. Okay.
I thought you were talking about yourself.
That's a fantastic analogy.
No.
That is a fantastic one to explore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm totally throwing you on the spot. That's not in our notes or anything. I don't know why flowers came to mind. It's Valentine's Day. So so here's the thing. Somebody is interested in, and they can arrange flowers. Great. They've got a great resource to get the flowers. Where do they start? What do they need?
Yeah, so what you want to do is do a little, or I will do it for you or with you, some homework on your target demographic very first thing, and help them answer some questions that they might have in their mind. Like, maybe 7 types of flowers to buy for Valentine's Day, or what do different flowers mean, or how do I send somebody flowers if I have a crush on them but I don't want it to be like I want to marry them, right? So these are questions that people might have around Valentine's Day when they're buying flowers. Another important thing to know about the flower business is that men over 35 spend 3 times as much money on buying flowers for Valentine's Day than men under 35. What does that mean for you for advertising dollars?
How the hell did you know that, first of all?
I know.
That is some random information that you
I know things about demographic behavior, okay? That you might not know. So if you're going to spend dollars on speaking to a demographic, who are you going to talk to? You're going to talk to men over 35 because they spend 3 times as much as somebody under. So you got to do a little research on the onset. Then you want to answer the questions that are in your prospects' minds, help them maybe make a decision about what to buy, when to buy, how much lead time do you need, how long do flowers live, like, do I get them delivered to her at her work, would she like that, or at home, or whatever the questions are. So to get a lead to convert, you want to brainstorm all the questions that they might have, and then what we do is we email drip on them with answers to each one of those questions in a timely manner. One answer to one common question per email. So not inundating, but you're showing your prospects that you can help them by actually helping them.
Yeah.
And so then they want to work with you.
Education based.
So there's
what we're all about.
Exactly. There's a book, Gary Vaynerchuk, the godfather of internet marketing and social media. He wrote a book that was called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And what it means is give, 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 then close. So exactly what you're saying is the ad drew them to, your message drew them to the ad. You gave them value for them to click. When they clicked, they received the value and then some. And then potentially you're continuing to give value, i.e. the drip.
Yep, absolutely.
And then at some point in time,
Valentine's Day comes around.
Close.
And
anniversary comes. There's my florist.
Yeah, and on your thank you page, we put liquidation offers. And what a liquidation offer means is that it helps liquidate your ad costs. So let's say in the case of the florist, and you're doing, 7 ways to make her love you with flowers, whatever your download is. When they opt in for it.
This is seriously totally off the cuff. We did not prepare this at all.
And they hit the thank you page, and oh my gosh, they get 20% off coupon that expires tomorrow if they don't go spend it. And so there's this kind of marriage of jab, jab, hook, right?
Yeah. No, it's huge. Okay, so I'm going to try and bring this full circle.
Yeah.
So if you are a small business owner, I don't know too many small business owners that have a business without a website. So you need a website.
You don't need a website.
You don't need a website.
You absolutely do not need a website.
You're talking about social media.
I'm talking about landing pages. So
it could be anything.
So landing pages will be hosted on our domain. Okay. You can host them on your domain if you want to get all techie, but you don't need to do that because when you're on your phone and you're clicking on ads, you're not checking to see what the browser is, like what the URL is. Excuse me. Like I doubt people do that. You really don't care, right?
Yeah. I do because I just like to pay attention
you're curious,
to things like that. But yes, you're right.
Yeah,
most people,
consumer,
I don't think
right?
do.
We're B2B, but B2C consumers aren't really looking, right? So you actually don't need a website.
Okay.
It can be beneficial to you to add some of these funnels to your existing website to help convert that traffic, like I was talking about, wanting your home sales guide, how to sell your home thing. So you don't need a website.
So for the sake of your services, this is huge. You don't need a website. You don't, or if you have a website and it's just terrible,
you don't need to rebuild the whole thing.
She puts it on her platform. She designs it for you. She builds the funnel out for you. She makes the ads for you. She teaches you how to run the ads.
Or you can run them.
yourself.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings me to my next point, that obviously you're going to need a social media channel, Facebook.
Yeah, you need a Facebook business page. Please do not feel insecure or self-conscious about how many likes you have. I say this, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. Likes are not leads, okay? So don't worry about your likes. If it's a brand new business page and you have no likes, it's fine.
Okay, cool. So you do it using Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
Okay, so then let's talk about the final thing. What in the heck does this cost?
Yeah, definitely. So Tribes is a subscription platform. So if you go to buildmytribes.com, you can register for a free account. And you can build all of your own funnels and do all of your own stuff yourself if you would like to. Once you activate
Don't.
Yeah, you're going to save.
It's hard work.
Yes, it is. You're going to save a lot of time and a lot of hassle and a lot of frustration not doing it yourself.
Once you activate your account, it's $97 a month.
Okay.
If you want me to do this for you,
yes, please.
It's $997. So it's about $1,000 for me to build you a funnel.
Okay.
And then you have some Facebook ad costs, which you can control. So if you want to spend $5 a day, which is the minimum, I don't recommend that. I always recommend 10. Yep. But let's say you want to spend $5 or on up to, we've spent as much as $250 a day.
Wow. So this is really good. We're going to run out of time here. So we're going to come back and close and give you some more information on Maggie. But I think this was super, super valuable. Listen, reach out to her. Everything's customized, okay? It needs to be customized to your business, to your plan, and obviously to your budget. So, Christian?
All right, so buildmytribes.com, they empower business owners with high-converting sales funnels. In your business, you have a sales funnel running right now, and when prospects discover your services, they have to make an inquiry. This is why you need to go to their website. Yeah. So buildmytribes.com. We're going to come back right after this.
You're listening to Seattle Real Estate Radio with your hosts, Christian Nossum and Dan Keller.